Alright, this is today's haul. I took Mom out to get some hot wings today. She had a nasty fall yesterday. She's fine and everything, and but she just had a real nasty fall and she's sore. So to help her feelings, I took her to Zaxby's and this so happened by GameStop, which usually GameStop hardly ever has anything. If I want anything from them, I usually just order it, and but they had this in stock, and I never had a Frag Viper before, so, and I definitely want it. This is one I've been wanting, so let's open them up and take a look at him. There's all the specialties and stuff. He's number 153 in the line. There's the back there, and I don't know, his face reminds me of an X-Men character. I'm not quite 100% sure who it reminds me of, but it looks like an X-Men character. But yeah, I've never had a Frag Viper before. I plan on getting one. They have a 3 3/4 one, modern style, and I plan on getting it. And it's in my saved carts, but it's not my saved carts, my watch list. But there's other things that on there that I wanted, but when I'm out and about and I see something that I want, definitely gonna plan on getting it. So here he is. Yeah, it looks really good. I didn't know he came with some Uzis. Either that or I forgot that he came with some Uzis. I don't. I've seen him online before, and I've seen people review him and stuff. So I guess I just wasn't paying attention. Alright, let's see. Alright, this is going to be some crackling, so if you're wearing headphones, you might want to turn it down. There we go. Hey, he looks good. Let's see if he's stiff. Nope, stiff. No. Butterfly joints are good. Let's see if this is stiff. No, not at all. Let's see, legs, nice and smooth. Yeah, nice and smooth. So yeah, okay. Yeah, these have gotten a lot better than what they used to be. It also has some. There we go. Nice holsters. And there's his face there. I can't quite put my finger on who he reminds me of from a X-Men. I'm just not 100% sure on that. But he reminds me of an X-Men character. I'm not much of an X-Men person, but my sister has always been. She loves it. All her dogs are named after X-Men characters. And she's more of a fan of the movies than she is the cartoon. And she's read some of the comics, but not as much. It's mostly the movies that she liked. But let's see here. Yeah, he looks really good. Let me zoom out here. I forgot I had it zoomed in. But yeah, I changed the camera angle because I got the sun behind me, and I figured it'd be good lighting, being able to see a little better. All right, let's see here. Oop, his little. Let's see. He's got a hose here. It looks like it came off. Let's see. All right, let's see. I don't know how to pose it because they got two different pictures of it. They got one where the hose goes under the sash, and then this picture goes over it. So I don't know how I want to put it. I'll probably put it over just for the articulation of it. It's or keep it from keeping this thing from pulling it out. And let's get his backpack here. More crinkling. Not as bad. let's see. Let's see, goes in the backpack here. Yeah, not too bad. There's a little hole on the top here that it just plugs right into. Yeah, that works. That works pretty good. And then let's get the that hose, and then here's this little disc launcher, grenade launcher, I mean. I forget the name of that. Is it lacrosse? If I'm wrong, or if you know the name of that sport, please put it in the comments, because I cannot. I think it's lacrosse, where you catch and then you like that, then you throw the ball. I'm not 100% on that. Okay, so there is a specific how you put it in the backpack. So you got a big fat end, then you got a skinny end. So looks like the fat end goes into the. Here we are. Oh, we got a podcat. Let's see here. Then it goes right there. It just goes right on in. And then looks like it's. So you just slide it over his arm. Shh, kitty. I'm busy. I'm a little busy. I just gave you treats. Yes, I did. You got plenty of treats, so you don't need any more. Yeah, I've been out with Mom all day. Like I said, she took that real nasty spill yesterday. I've been kind of worried about her, but she's like I said, she's a very, very, very tough lady. So she's fine. She's more embarrassed than anything that she tripped over a dog toy. But I'm like, Mom, we all trip up sometimes. It's nothing to be it happens. It's like I'm clumsy. I'm extremely clumsy. I work in a retail parts store, and sometimes we'll have like displays of like gloves and stuff like that, that whatever's on sale. And and they keep it right next to the dang register, and I am the world's worst about knocking that dang display over. 'Cause I'll be talking to somebody, I'll be talking to one of my customers, and I just won't be paying attention what I'm doing, and I'll just knock that thing plumb over. And then like everybody at work is like, how many times are you going to do that until you're satisfied? And I'm like, at least 3 or 4. So I am extremely clumsy, and I can't walk and talk at the same time, obviously. So, but she had the little puppy. They have a little dog, and she thought she was stepping on one of her animals, and she just started high stepping and wound up running headfirst into the side of the TV stand. So it was, and then she just kind of laid on the floor for a minute, just going, oh, I was like, it was more scary to see than, it was real scary. And then she was a little nervous too, but like I said, she's a very tough lady. She was raised on the plains of Montana back in the 50s and 60s, so she's rough and tough. And it was just like, no big deal to her. She was more embarrassed than anything. But anyway, let's see here. Then it's got an effect here. I think it goes down here. I think you can adjust which way you want it to be. I want to put it down here. If it'll go in, that is. It's got a little peg on the bottom there. And it's got little peg holes, so I'm pretty sure it's supposed to go in here. Yeah, there we go. You can have it like that, or yeah, I think that looks okay. Push it in there a little better. you can just be like throwing it. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I definitely like the Frag Viper. It's I want to get the Lord scale version of them, the 3 3/4. But in modern, I prefer modern for articulation, and they come with stands that are like have a name on it and stuff like that. I just like modern. Don't get me wrong, I like O-Ring too. I like them all basically. I like everything G.I. Joe. I don't really have a. I just like it all. I want it all. My preference is 3 3/4 for world building, but 6-inch line is not. There's nothing wrong with 6-inch line. These are way more detailed, and of course you can find them in the store now. These are so much better for posing and easier to manage too, because like the 3 3/4, all their stuff is so tiny, and my hands are old and arthritic and chunky. I got fat fingers, and it's hard to deal with those little tiny weapons and stuff now. But that's just the one that I still prefer. But I like Classify. There's nothing wrong with it. I did back the Snowcat. I have a Hiss tank, and I missed the Dragonfly, and I plan on getting it on the aftermarket, but it's probably going to be a while, because I did back the Rattler, and it's supposed to be coming in. Like I got a notification saying it's going to be at the end of the month, so at the end of the month of August. So patiently waiting. I can't wait. But yeah, I'm real excited about having this guy. He looks really good, and Punk with Toys was showing him off, and I was just like, man, I gotta get him. I gotta get this guy. He looks so fantastic. And like I said, I didn't plan on getting any G.I. Joes today. I was like, well, it takes me 45 minutes, 50 minutes to get out here to Tupelo. Might as well. And that's the closest GameStop to me. So I was just like, when in Rome, might as well check. I wasn't expecting to find anything. And they had him, and then they had the retro Viper. And I was like, I really like that retro Viper. I think it looks real good. But I bought that 3-pack Vipers a while back. The classified 3-pack Vipers. But I don't have a Frag Viper, so I was like, you know what? Since I don't have this guy, I'll just go ahead and pop for him. I can get that Viper later. And then I also had my monthly coupon to use too from them, and I had my monthly coupon from GameStop, so I went ahead and used it and got some money knocked off. And anyway, I'm rambling. Sorry. As always, check out Ronnie Trickshot. He's a really cool guy, and Podcast from the Pit. I was on their stream this morning. That was my first official live stream. I've been on Zazel's stream before, but that one was just impromptu. This one was actually scheduled, and I had a lot of fun being on it. I appreciate them for inviting me. That was really cool, and I had a lot of fun and talking to them, and Casey and Eric Harper, Hillbilly Harper, and Ronnie Trickshot and Shark Eyes, and those guys are really cool. I always recommend checking them out, and I always recommend too Sparkster 1701. He does G.I. Joe Legos, and it's stuff that you don't normally see, and he did a good job. He does a really fantastic job on that. It looks really cool, and who else? Always gonna check out Frostbite's G.I. Joe Repro. He's pretty cool. He's starting to get into the 3D printing stuff, so check him out if you want to. And then Kiwi Customs and Collectibles. He's really cool. He does a lot of cool customs and if there's there's just a lot of people, a lot of people in the GI Joe fellowship that we need to check out, and it's really cool. And I'm meeting a lot of good people, getting a lot of fun. I wish somebody lived close to me that I could hang out and then we can meet up and go Joe shopping. But I live out in the middle of nowhere, Northwest Alabama, nowhere. So, and it's a pretty big region up here. There's just a nothingness. But anyway, I'm rambling again. Everybody take care. And Cobra!